Yeah, settle down. There's another more food coming out. Can we get you something like an emergency hamburger? Settle down. Sorry? Are you really? I gotta go. Get fucked. Right. I hope one day you're joining your clients. Shouldn't have a go at undertakers. We lost Granddad not long ago. Unfortunate that was. But anyway, I'll never forget the last thing he said to me before he passed away. He said, anyway, now my granddad was the light of my life, and we did lose him last year. As I said before, he got me into this business, and he did say something to me before he died. He died in Newcastle Hospital some 2 years ago, and he died in Newcastle, and we all. And I never forget. He looked up at me through his one good eye, the glass one, and he said, Darren, because he was fucking good with names. He said, Darren. I said, I'm over here. Oh, Darren. Just remember as you go through life, have fun. So that's what I do. I have fun every day. I have fun when I work. Even when I don't work, I still have fun. Make sure one little bit of fun. Doesn't matter what I do it, whatever you do. Yeah, just have a bit of fun. Go to McDonald's, have some fun. Walk in, order a few things. It might come to $12.75. Yeah. Give them $16.50 and watch the fun. Wait till you see some council workers on the street digging up a hole. Call the cops. Say, I think there's some university students pretending to be council workers digging a hole in the street. And go down and say to the council workers, there's these university students pretending to be cops. I just sit in my balcony and fucking laugh. Best way to have fun, go to a bank. Easy. You walk into a bank, go up to the counter at the front where they've got the pens chained up. Take out one of those green deposit slips, turn it over and write, I have a gun, give me all your money. And then put it back in with the other deposit slips. Gentlemen and the guy in the middle. It's been a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. It's been a pleasure to come back again for my second time. I hope maybe to see you again in the future. If you enjoyed me, I'm Darren Carr, and if you didn't, I'm Eddie McGuire.
Gentlemen, that's Darren Carr. Let's hear it for him. But it's true. It's true. They're not learning. But we are the ruler by which you measure. Australasian order of old bastards. That says it all. You know, you walk up and you say, how you going, you old bastard? And people, we understand it, we're brought up with it. And people who come to this country and they assimilate and they love it. And they try to tell their kin overseas what it's really like to be an Australian, you know. And that's what we're all about. And we're very, very proud of that. And that's why I say put this down on your calendar for next year, because we'll be back here, same time, same back channel, to do it all again next year.
Where's your Muslim friend?
I've got, that reminds me, I've got to post a letter. I went to the doctor the other day. You know, like you are forgetful as you're getting older, because you understand this, because we want you to be here next year, because as you're getting older, you think, you know, things change. And I got a female doctor now. And I go to the checkup and she said, you know, Danny, you got to quit masturbating. I said, why? She said, I'm trying to examine you. But see, here's an Australian joke. I'm walking down the road and I see my Afghani neighbour, Abdul, standing on his fifth floor parking balcony shaking his carpet. I said, what's wrong, Abdul? Why don't it start? That's an Australian joke. Abdul gets it. He's fucking better. Otherwise I'm going to get a bullet. But, you know, we do. We tell those jokes, and that's because we take the piss out. Like I said to you before, how we change society is with music and humour. And that's, you've got to keep laughing. You have to. I mean, fuck me. You know, life's tough enough as it is. And I walked out of McDonald's the other day and there's a homeless bloke there. He said, I haven't eaten in 4 days. I said, force yourself. An Australian joke. You know, I sit at home and I think to myself, I'm eating, you know, having a cup of tea and some biscuits and whatever, and I'm thinking, you fat bastard, laying here on the couch, and up comes an ad for, you know, say little Haji standing up there, and I know the cameraman's got a sandwich on a stick just out of range. Up a bit higher, Haji, up a bit higher. I'm an Australian cameraman, see? You know, as I say, that's the sense of humour, that's what gets you through. And you know, walking through a cemetery. Last week there's a bloke crouched down behind a headstone. I said, morning. He said, no, just taking a shit. I love camping. It's an Australian thing. You know, you go camping, you leave your comfortable fucking house, and you go out in the bush, a couple of 100 k's, and sleep out in the frickin' rough. Love it. But there's nothing like the billy tea and the cooking on the fire. And, oh, well, I mean, sometimes you got the electric bizzo or your you know, your gas and what have you. And I go up to a mate of mine's up near Yeppoon, and we're going up again this Christmas. And last year, there's a couple of sorts in a tent pretty close, 30 yards away. I went and had a look, and he said, pretty hot. She said, yeah. Apparently, if she tells you she's sleeping with the flaps open, it's not necessarily an invitation to casual sex. She should be more careful about the way she chooses her words. Wish me luck, I'm in court next month. Yeah, it's an Australian thing, and it's like, you know, I'm thinking of you know, the pieces of advice that you get. Earl Woods, Tiger Woods' old man. He, on his deathbed, he gave Tiger the following advice: focus on golf and fuck everything else. And I'm blaming one bit. Have you seen some of the Sheilas he was knocking off? Jesus, I can only dream about it. Actually, I do, but anyhow. But, yeah. And it's true, I say, you do this humour thing and you try to break that ice and you try to get these people in to know exactly what you're talking about. And because it used to be an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But since all the doctors are now Muslim, I found a bacon sandwich sort of works, you know. As Darren was talking about getting his shoes from his local mosque, they're having a bonfire tonight, but keep it a surprise, they don't know yet. Just a joke. But yeah, I want to live a long and qualitative life, and that's why I live in Australia. My next door neighbour just wants to live long enough to see the end of the Rugs a Million sale. This bloke was telling me the other night. This bloke was telling me the other night. Was up in this bar in Brisbane, and he's come across. He said, "You see this bloke over here?" He said, "Yeah." He said he sleeps with this knockout Sheila. And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, he's got this really knockout Sheila, and he sleeps with her twin as well." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I don't know, what's his secret? So I go across there, I said, "Mate, is that true? You know, you sleep with a real slashing sort and her twin?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Can you tell them apart?" He said, "Yeah, her brother's got a moustache." So we're leaving now, are we? I'll leave you with one. I'll leave you with one about my old religion. The one I can kick to the curb. Because I couldn't figure it, you know, like one time I met the Reverend Fred Nile. I shook hands with him. My whole right hand side just sobered up. There's got to be something in that. But there's this Catholic priest. He checks into this motel. And he says, and the clerk there turned, he said, "Mate," he said, "Father," he said, you've checked in the right time tonight." He said, "Well, you've got 20% off your room." He said, the fridge, the fridge room," he said, you've got some grog and stuff." He said, "That's all free tonight." He said, "You get a breakfast tomorrow morning, full breakfast, your coffee and tea, unlimited. Actually, tonight before you go in, there's biscuits, there's cake, there's all sorts of stuff, and your cable television is free." And the priest says, he said, I hope that the porn channel in my room is disabled." He said, "No, it's just regular porn, you fucking sicko." Gentlemen, we'll see you again next year.